Welcome to Therapy by Choice podcast. My name is Robyne Vance. I am your host for this podcast and an associate marriage and family therapist working with individuals, couples, and families. My therapeutic services are offered through Therapy by Choice, which is a private practice with offices located in San Jose and Palo Alto, California. On this podcast, we offer educational information on a variety of mental health topics. We speak to specialists in the field, and we answer your questions. We focus on helping you navigate life's challenges and offer easy-to-follow practical advice and opinions. Welcome to Therapy by Choice podcast. I'm your host, Robyne Vance, and today we're going to talk about a season associated with beauty, transformation, and warm feelings. It's the season of pumpkin spice lattes, cozy sweaters, changing leaves, and frankly, pumpkin-flavored everything. But it's also a time when many people begin to feel more mental strain, a noticeable shift in mood, energy, and even motivation. Today, we're discussing the fall season and its effects on our mental well-being. I'll be explaining the changes in mental health that often happen in the fall, point out some of the signs to look for, and provide simple research-backed tips you can easily follow. So get nice and cozy with a cup of tea or your favorite pumpkin-flavored treat. Get comfortable and let's dive into this change of season together. First up, understanding the fall mental health shift. As the days get shorter and the air gets cooler, the seasonal changes affect more than just your wardrobe. It affects your brain chemistry, circadian rhythm, and overall emotional health. Now let's break down a few of the reasons why this shift happens. First up, seasonal affective disorder. You may see abbreviated as SAD. Now, for some, fall marks the beginning of seasonal affective disorder, which is a form of depression that typically starts in fall and continues into winter. According to the American Psychiatric Association, about 5% of the U.S. population experiences seasonal affective disorder, and symptoms can include sadness or hopelessness, loss of interest in activities, low energy, and changes in appetite and sleep. Now, seasonal affective disorder can last for around 40% of the year, so it's much more than just feeling off. As with all other mental health conditions, it's important to remember that even though you may feel some of these symptoms, only a qualified mental health professional like a therapist or a psychiatrist can officially diagnose seasonal affective disorder. Number 2, reduced sunlight. That's, to me, probably the most dreaded part of the cooler months. Sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, and vitamin D plays a huge role in regulating mood. During fall, reduced daylight means that many of us are getting less natural vitamin D, and this deficiency has been linked to depression and anxiety. A study in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry found that people with low vitamin D levels were significantly more likely to experience symptoms of depression. Number 3, changes in routines and responsibilities. Now, fall is more than just the leaves changing. It often is a huge time of transition. Back to school, the end of vacation season, and the lead up to the holidays. These shifts bring more structured schedules, increased responsibilities, and often less personal downtime. And this sudden structure can leave people feeling overwhelmed or even burnt out, especially if they were already on edge of stress during the summer. Number 4, circadian rhythm disruption. I know that sounds fancy, but I'll explain. So in fall, we have fewer daylight hours. And with fewer daylight hours, your internal clock, otherwise known as circadian rhythm, can get thrown off. This disruption in your circadian rhythm often results in trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, daytime fatigue, mood swings, and irritability. Now, the link between sleep and mental health is incredibly strong, so even minor disruptions in sleep can have a huge emotional impact. Next up, I want to talk about some of the signs to watch out for. So, how can you tell what you're feeling is just a seasonal slump or something more? Here are some key signs that the fall shift may be affecting your mental health. Persistent low energy despite getting enough sleep. Mood changes, increased sadness, anxiety, or irritability. Sleep issues, trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Social withdrawal, avoiding friends or isolating yourself. Appetite changes, especially craving carbs or comfort foods. Now, it's important to remember that if these symptoms last more than 2 weeks and start to interfere with your daily life, it's a good idea to talk to a professional. Next up are some evidence-backed tips for fall mental wellness. So now that we've unpacked why fall impacts our mental health, let's talk about what you can do about it. These are evidence-based practical steps to help you manage the seasonal shift and even thrive through it. And remember, always consult a healthcare professional before making any health decisions. Number 1, embrace light therapy. You may hear some people call this phototherapy. Light therapy is considered one of the first-line treatments for seasonal affective disorder. It can help reset your circadian rhythm and boost serotonin, which is the feel-good brain chemical. Number 2, move your body. Exercise isn't just for physical health, it's one of the most powerful tools we have for managing mood. You can take a 20-minute walk, which can release endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. And regular movement improves sleep, reduces anxiety, and boosts resilience. And you can try walking in the morning so that way you combine movement and you get some sunlight exposure. Number 3, practice mindfulness and meditation. There are some apps like Calm and Headspace and guided meditations on YouTube. And guided meditation can help with anxiety, emotional regulation, and stress relief. And research shows mindfulness can reduce depression symptoms by up to 30%. So even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a difference. Number 4, this is a big one, connect with others. Now, even if you feel like isolating, you have to reach out. Human connection is critical for mental wellness. A landmark study by Holt and Lundstad found that social isolation has the same health impact as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So, make a weekly coffee date. You can join a group or even schedule regular check-ins with family and friends. Number 5, nourish your body. Your brain needs fuel, especially in the fall. And there are some foods that do support good mental health. Omega-3 rich foods like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds. Antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables like berries, spinach, and pumpkin. And of course, avoid overdoing sugar and processed carbs that can spike and crash your energy. Number 6, this is a tough one, but create a solid sleep routine. Stick to consistent bed and awake times, even on the weekends. You can try keeping your room cool and dark, turning off screens an hour before bed, and avoid caffeine late in the day. And remember, when you sleep good, you have better mood, focus, and resilience. Last up, my personal favorite, tap into therapy. If you're struggling, talking to a therapist can help you understand your emotional patterns, learn coping tools and strategies, and get support through transitions or symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. And therapy provides a safe, supportive space to work through what you're feeling. And remember, you don't have to wait until you're in crisis to start therapy. So there you have it. a look at how the fall season can impact our mental health and some evidence-backed strategies to help manage those shifts. Remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed or noticing a significant change in your mood, it's important to reach out for support, whether that's talking to a therapist, seeing your doctor, joining a support group, or simply checking in with loved ones. Remember, mental health is just as important as physical health, and taking care of yourself, especially during the seasonal changes, is key to maintaining balance and well-being. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Therapy by Choice podcast. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Therapy by Choice Podcast for more mental health tips and tools throughout the week, and a bit of humor to brighten your day. I'm Robyne Vance. Take good care. While we hope to provide insight and education, our podcast does not replace therapy, and listening to our podcast does not establish a therapeutic relationship. If you or someone you know are in crisis, please call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by dialing 988.